Live from WTVO 17 and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
4th of July fun takes a grim turn in Boone County. Investigators say a fireworks mishap left a man dead. Details on what went wrong. A woman's fighting for her life after a car crash in Rockford. Police work to clear the scene of the accident involving multiple vehicles. Plus, families beat the heat by cooling off in Belvedere. A live look at the long weekend fun at local splash pads. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Thanks for joining us. A Boone County man is dead after a fireworks mishap on the 4th of July. Rachel Perry joins us now in the studio. And Rachel, what can you tell us about this incident?
Mimi, here's what we know so far. The incident happened just after 9 last night on Garden Prairie Road. In a news release, the Boone County Sheriff's Office says their deputies responded for a fireworks injury. The release goes on to say a man in his mid-30s sustained fatal injuries while lighting off fireworks. They say he was pronounced dead at the scene. I tried speaking with the Boone County Sheriff's deputies at the home today. They tell me they are not releasing any more information at this time, including the identity of the victim. But they did say they were there gathering more information for the ongoing investigation. While at the scene, I saw the deputies putting on gloves and appeared to be placing something in a brown bag. They also spoke with the woman next door. I did speak with 2 neighbors. One tells me she doesn't want to talk about it after seeing the incident happen. And another tells me he only heard the fireworks and sirens. The Boone County Sheriff's Office and County Coroner are still investigating the incident. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Rachel. Investigators say fireworks are likely to blame for a building fire in downtown Rockford. Crews ended up saving the former Watch Factory building on Madison after seeing hot spots break out on the roof. No one was hurt. The department responded to numerous small grass fires all over the city, also reportedly stemming from firework use. A Lee County 4th of July festival is interrupted by an active shooter threat. This happened last night during the Petunia Festival. Police were called to the North Peoria Avenue Bridge, where they found an armed 15-year-old boy. The Sterling teen was taken into custody. Officers shut down the bridge as a precaution and searched for more suspects, but didn't locate any more credible threats. The investigation is ongoing. The coroner's called to a car crash in Boone County. As Michelle Rave reports, at least one person is dead. Michelle has the latest from Caledonia.
Mimi, I'm on Cummings Road near Caledonia Road, where just a few hours ago this was the scene of a deadly crash. The coroner was called to the scene shortly after noon. We know a car caught on fire and crews had to pull the vehicle out of a ditch. At least one person died. We still don't know the cause of the crash. Boone County Sheriff's Office is investigating the crash. For now, reporting in Caledonia for your home team, I'm Michelle Rave.
A woman is seriously hurt after a 3-car crash in Rockford. This happened after 11 this morning on Montague Road near Springfield Avenue. Police say a woman in her 40s was rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. The intersection was shut down for quite some time while crews cleared the scene. No word on what led up to the crash. Traffic is backed up in Janesville after a crash on I-90. This happened this morning near Town Line Road. The accident forced the closure of westbound lanes. Drivers were rerouted to Highway 14. No word on any injuries or what caused that crash. A National Guard soldier is shot and killed while visiting family on Chicago's northwest side.
I'm supposed to stay strong. You guys don't know what I'm going through.
19-year-old Chris Carvajal was at a party with his girlfriend. He was shot twice in the back and stomach as he was walking to his car early Saturday morning. His family says he was a good person who aspired to be a Chicago police officer. Police are still looking for the gunman. President Joe Biden will visit the land of Lincoln this week. He'll be in Crystal Lake Wednesday. The White House announced the trip over the weekend. The Chicago Sun-Times reports Biden will speak at McHenry County College to promote his American Families Plan. The president's currently touring the Midwest, discussing his $973 billion infrastructure plan. He's already visited Michigan and Wisconsin. Crystal Lake is in McHenry County. It's the only collar county that did not vote for Biden. This will be Biden's first visit to Illinois as president. Earnings from marijuana sales are being put back into the Rockford community. Funds support the Rockford Regrow Grant Program. We've told you about this in the past. City leaders want marijuana money to support local youth programs and other community-focused organizations. Applications are open now. There are different tiers of the application process. Some organizations will see $10,000, while others could get up to $150,000. Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara says Rockford Regrow is about more than money.
We're not only giving these dollars out, but we're also providing some technical assistance to help boost up these organizations that we know do great work in our city, but may need some of that backbone technical assistance to get them to that next level of seeking funds and furthering the impact that they have.
Applications close July 31st. You can find a link to Rockford Regrow using the My State Line mobile app. The Freeport Community Foundation wants to help young people struggling with drug addiction. That's why the foundation started the Youth Substance Abuse Prevention and Treatment Memorial Fund. Nonprofit organizations with a focus on drug education and prevention based in Stevenson, Joe Davies, and Carroll counties can apply for the grant. Find a link to the FCF website at mystateline.com. Applications close July 30th. Recipients will be announced in late August. As Candace mentioned earlier, temperatures in the 90s will stick with us for a while. Many people are turning to local pools or splash pads to cool off. Dylan Saraki joins us live from Belvedere, where families are cooling off. Dylan, are you tempted to join them?
Yeah, Mimi, I'd be lying if I say I hadn't thought about it. As you can see, the Doty Park spray ground here in Belvedere is just packed with local families who are trying to beat the heat. Several parents I talked to say they're taking advantage of having a day off of work to do something fun with their kids. Rockford native Tina Archer and her husband brought their 2 kids to the park so they could splash around. She tells me the family usually comes out a few times every summer when temps start breaking the 90-degree mark. One of the advantages of the park, Archer says, is that the kids can get out of the house and enjoy themselves without breaking the bank.
It was so hot today, and we thought it would be nice to come out.
Yes, it's a very hot day, something fun to do, something different with the kids. We didn't have any other plans today.
Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from another local family who got creative today to cool off. For now, reporting live in Belvedere for your home team, I'm Dylan Saraki.
The search for victims of the Surfside building collapse goes into its 12th day. Sunday, crews demolished what remained of the condo building. Rescuers hope to find more of those unaccounted for. Phil Keating has the latest from Florida.
As rescue operations continue in Surfside, more bodies have been found.
Since the first responders were able to resume their work on the collapse last night, we have very sadly recovered 3 additional victims.
The Champlain Towers were taken down late Sunday over fears Storm Elsa may do it on her own. Officials say this decision was not made lightly.
To collapse an entire apartment building is a devastating decision, and the demolition was in no way a decision that I made lightly. Bringing the building down in a controlled manner was critical to expanding our scope of search. Truly, we could not continue without bringing this building down.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says the implosion will help rescuers speed up the search since they now have full access to more of the remains.
The pile that was closest to the remaining structure was effectively inaccessible by our search and rescue people. And so when I went out there this morning, of course, the whole building's now down. They were on that pile that had been difficult for them to access, and so they're making a lot of progress with the search effort in that part.
Miami-Dade County Mayor says the world is watching and praying for everyone affected by this disaster.
The world is mourning for those who lost their loved ones and for those who are waiting for news.
That was Phil Keating reporting. The first Atlantic hurricane of the 2021 season makes landfall. Elsa was downgraded to a tropical storm over the weekend before pummeling Cuba's southern coast with heavy rain and winds around 65 miles per hour. The storm is now churning toward the U.S., threatening the lower Florida Keys with heavy rain, gusty winds, and potential storm surge through Tuesday. More than a dozen counties are under a state of emergency ahead of Elsa's arrival. In Tampa Bay, people filled up sandbags as they braced for potentially heavy flooding.
In the event of excessive water, we use the sandbags as first line of defense. Visqueen or plastic of some sort. Behind that, you're going to sandbag any entryway, so your front door, back door, whatever area is prone to water coming up to the house.
I get enough to, when people need them, I can drop them off.
Elsa also left behind widespread damage in the Caribbean, killing at least 3 people and causing dozens of homes to collapse.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, it's been another hot one this afternoon after temperatures back into the low 90s yesterday. More of the same this afternoon. Hard pressed to really find much in the way of cloud cover. Just some flat cumulus clouds developing here late this afternoon. I'll tell you, being out on the river, good place to be. Water park, your backyard sprinkler. Tomorrow going to be more of the same. And we'll continue to see those dry skies as we go through tomorrow evening. We're at 92 in Rockford, feels like 94, 88 in Freeport with a heat index of 92, and currently at 86 degrees now in Rochelle, but feels more like 93. That as our dew point temperatures climb into the mid and upper 60s. 93 this last hour for our weather watcher Bob here on the southeast end of Rockford. Ken checking in says it's a good day for ice cream on the back deck, and I would agree that it's probably a good day for lots of ice cream on the back deck. 90 degrees and that dew point sitting at 70. So we've pulled in a little bit more moisture compared to where we were yesterday. Now still areas that are dealing with the drought, those dew point numbers kind of mixing out a little. But further to the south, look at these numbers from Sterling to Rochelle to DeKalb. Temperatures sitting in the 70s or that dew point temperature, so a bit more tropical and more humid feeling down there. We've also had a breeze kicking in from the southwest, currently gusting close to 30 miles per hour. We'll hang on to that breeze here as we go through this evening. It'll subside a little bit tonight, but then pick right back up as we head into the afternoon tomorrow. High pressure centered down to the south of us, starting to get some thunderstorms firing up, moving into central Wisconsin. That along a cold front that will move a little further south here this evening, but kind of wash out as we head through the morning hours tomorrow. So I do anticipate most of the storm activity through this evening staying north of the border. It's possible we could get 1 or 2 thunderstorms to work in late tonight, but I think as this ridge of high pressure kind of builds back up, we'll really kind of see things stay dry and just more on the muggier side. And Futurecast supports that as we head into this evening. Again, maybe 1 or 2 isolated showers, a clap of thunder or 2 going into tomorrow, but most of us looking to stay fairly dry. As I mentioned, that boundary comes close to southern Wisconsin, but then begins to wash out, meaning it just kind of fades away. So we hang on to that southwesterly wind again for tomorrow afternoon. Shower thunderstorm chances during the day tomorrow going to be focused more to the north again in Wisconsin. So this leaves us mostly dry for our Tuesday, and temperatures will be very similar to where we were this afternoon. So back into the low 90s. Now there is a secondary cold front, this one coming in a little later, being pushed back a bit. So this will likely leave most of our Tuesday night dry, but by Wednesday morning, we'll start to see some of those showers and a few thunderstorms work in as that second cold front begins to move a little bit further to the south. So that would be our next day on Wednesday to see some of those showers and thunderstorms. So a muggy 71 degrees here for the overnight temperature. We're back up to 94 for tomorrow afternoon, but when you factor in that dew point number, the heat index for tomorrow climbing into the mid 90s once again, even as early as 10 o'clock. Still, it'll feel close to 90 degrees, mid and even upper 90s in some spots. So just take some of those necessary precautions. We still have a little bit of that mugginess feel for us on Wednesday, 82, and then we see a little bit of drier air work in Mimi by the middle to end of this week.
Now the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Well, the only, and I mean only, good news involving the Cubs right now is that Chris Bryant was named to his 4th All-Star game. Craig Kimbrell was named to his 8th. Other than that, it's been nothing but loss after loss after loss. 9 losses in a row, to be exact. As the Cubs' record is now back to 500 at 42-42. The All-Star break and trade deadline quickly approaching. I'm sorry to say this might be the end of the Cubs' core as we know it. I think it's time to accept defeat and wave the white flag in the air. In a few weeks, the front office will trade away their assets for pennies on the dollar, and the players that all the fans have grown to love will soon be wearing other uniforms. That is, unless by some miracle they can turn things around in a hurry. As they attempt to do that, they'll look to former first-round pick Nico Horner. Horner's been limited to just 21 games this season due to injury, but has performed extremely well when he's been in the lineup. He's hitting .338 with 7 doubles, 9 RBIs, and his versatility in the field has been a key as he started games at second, short, and in left field. David Ross is praying that Horner's bat still has some magic left. He'll hit 8th and place 2nd as the team tries to win for the first time since June 24th tonight. They return home taking on the Phillies after 10 games on the road. Zach Davies takes the hill on the north side. First pitch is at 7:05. Keep an eye out for any post-4th of July on-field fireworks between the Sox and the Twins, as things may get a bit chippy after last week's series. Dylan Cease is on the mound for the Sox. First pitch from Target Field is at 6:10 p.m. This unfortunate news coming in overnight last night. The Columbus Blue Jackets' 24-year-old goaltender Matisse Kivlenieks died of what investigators are calling a tragic accident. Police say Kivlenieks was at a private residence in Michigan celebrating the holiday when a mortar-style firework tilted slightly, firing into a crowd of people. First responders were on scene in less than 5 minutes. Kivlenieks was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead due to trauma of his chest, not due to a fall as authorities had previously reported. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
First warning, interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Things are fairly quiet for us this evening. A couple of thunderstorms firing up to the north in central Wisconsin. Don't think those will be too much of a factor as we go through this evening. Temperatures tonight down to 71. It'll be muggy tonight and another hot and humid day tomorrow. Temperatures back up to 94 for Tuesday afternoon. Much of the day looking to stay dry, but could see an isolated thunderstorm roll in later tomorrow evening. More so on Wednesday and then again late Friday into Saturday.
Candace, and thanks for watching. We'll see you at 6.